Fantastic Four: The First Steps is an awesome movie, but the question I have for you is Galactus the best MCU villain since Thanos?
I would say so. We ain't have a villain since Thanos that's more powerful or had such a huge presence.
When you look at all of the villains that have came like just recently, Kang, looked promising, but he was pretty underwhelming in Quantumania. Gorr, played by a great actor, Christian Bale, but weak script, not enough screen time. High Evolutionary was okay, but he wasn't anything that was at that level. And now we get to somebody like Galactus. He just brings this presence that we've been lacking for a lot of these MCU movies.
Yeah, I actually agree with that. And plus, it's like he don't have no moral causes. It's simply like this guy just want to feed. He's hungry. That's what makes him even more scarier. He like the damn weather down there almost. So it's like his presence is so huge and felt.
Which is funny you would say that because they turned him into a cloud the last time we saw him in the Fantastic. So you say he's like the weather. It's like, oh yeah, we like that idea. Didn't work out so well in those original movies, but he brings just that level of threat that Thanos brought, and that was a big thing. And that's what I wanted to ask you. When we talked about the ideas, like, is this like one of the best villains since Thanos? I'm not talking about from a characterization standpoint. I'm talking purely based on, do you feel like this character is a threat?
Absolutely. Like, it's Galactus. Like, he's swallowing planets. He treating planets like Burger King, like his daily lunch. Like, of course, like, but and it's not that the other villains, like I said, Kang and the rest of them, it wasn't that they was bad villains. It's just like comparing Galactus and people like Thanos. So it's like, absolutely.
But some fans felt like they wanted more of him, or they felt like, we didn't get enough of him for characterization, or enough of him to kind of give us a sense of who this guy is, which that's understandable because it's just kind of introducing him in this movie. It almost feels like they're building him up potentially to be this big threat in a future kind of phase of the MCU. But what do you think of that?
No, I agree, but I feel like it wasn't just a problem with him. I felt like a lot of these characters, I wanted to see more of it. Like, maybe because they didn't do origin stories, I did just feel like I wanted more.
No, that was like a big thing of this movie, and I'm glad you kind of brought that up because, even though she's like one of the big highlights of it, but we'll talk about the Silver Surfer, and she kind of adds a lot to Galactus because without her, he's basically just like a planet-eating creature, right?
No, I agree. She definitely, and matter of fact, she was probably one of my favorite characters. I feel like they actually did do a good job as developing her character.
But also, when another thing is like when we see the Silver Surfer, she's presented as being a very powerful character. So when even she's afraid of Galactus, it just makes you go, oh, wow, Galactus must be insanely powerful. Because the Silver Surfer is jumping around and scared and acting like this. You go, oh, wow, well, good luck, Fantastic Four. Well, the film implies that the Silver Surfer was like once a mortal being who chose to serve Galactus in an exchange for saving her homeworld. It's kind of a twist on the classic origin of the Silver Surfer.
And I don't know for you, but this is my first time seeing Silver Surfer as a female, which is cool because I guess this takes place in its own universe and it's
this is kind of like a how do they put it, multiverse kind of movie, and so I guess this is a different version. And I know that there's kind of been controversy over that. Some people like it, some people don't. For me, it's like I thought it was a new take on the character, not just just beyond gender, but just beyond this character in general, right? The implication here is that she willingly goes along with this, or she initially went along with Galactus. Now you can say it was to save her homeworld, but she did agree to do this. But you can tell that as the movie goes on, she doesn't like it, or she's regretting that decision. But guys, what do you think about the Fantastic Four? Do you think Galactus is the best villain that we've had since Thanos or not? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Until then, I'm T-Rex.
I'm Cairo.
And we're out.
Peace.